right. Well, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us. My name is Mike Tucker. I'm the Executive Director of the Workplace Solutions Association. We're a division of ISSA, the Worldwide Cleaning Association. This afternoon, I have the pleasure of introducing the first of two presentations from Ingram Micro on how dealers can work with them to grow their technology sales. Workplace Solutions Association is basically the 21st century edition of the old NOPA, the National Office Products Association. We've been around for over 100 years, serving the industry with different types of programs such as scholarships, government advocacy, and training and education, which is this session we're having today from Ingram Micro that was put together by our technology committee. Before we get started, I have a few housekeeping issues to share with you. First of all, this session will be recorded. And so if you're registered to attend, you will receive an email with a link to the session. Otherwise, as a member of the association, you'll be able to access it on our website in our training and education webinar section. And lastly, we will ask that you keep your questions to the end of the session and just post them in the Q&A or the chat, and we will be sure to get through them as soon as the presentation ends. And now it's my pleasure to introduce our speakers for today. Our first speaker is Shannon Spruill. Shannon currently serves as a senior account executive with the SMB business group at Ingram Micro, where she's been working for 27 years. Shannon graduated summa cum laude from Bryant and Stratton College with a bachelor's degree in business administration and also holds a master's degree in computer information systems from Boston University. Our second speaker, AJ Hurry, has worked with Ingram Micro for 10 years, 6 of them supporting the public sector market. AJ has helped manage vendor lines such as Cisco, Microsoft, and HP PSG. I'm not sure I know what the PSG stands for. You might have to help with that, AJ.
No worries.
AJ contributes his skill to manage data analytics, vendor engagements, contract support, partner engagement, as well as internal support for the U.S. channel. So welcome, Shannon and AJ. The floor is yours.
All right, thank you so much. All right, so we're going to give you an overview of Ingram Micro. And on the agenda, we're going to talk why Ingram, information technology solutions. We're going to review our service portfolio, talk about our Xvantage platform, and public sector, which AJ will cover. Why Ingram Micro? Here's some highlights of how Ingram Micro is the business behind the world's leading brands. And as a leader in technology distribution, we ship more than 1.25 billion units a year. We have the ability to serve nearly 90% of the global population. Our global scale and reach is strengthened by our 61 countries that are part of our operations and 134 logistics and service centers. And we have more than 26,000 full-time associates. We have more than 160,000 customers and more than 1,500 vendor partners that make up our diverse portfolio of customers and vendors. Part of our digital innovation includes more than 40 acquisitions worth $2 billion since 2012. Our principles, and I'll read through these. Everything we do begins with the customer. We inspire people to innovate and solve complex problems with creative solutions. And we are a value-driven company committed to environmental, social, and governance. Our 26,000 associates shape the future through technology each day with courage, integrity, imagination, and respect. Our information technology solution. Desktop laptop solutions. The U.S. computer market is poised for significant growth in the coming years. The market is expected to reach $150 billion by 2027, representing an annual growth rate of 5% from 2023 to 2027. This can be attributed to several factors, including the increasing adoption of cloud computing, the expanded use of AI and machine learning, and the growth demand for advanced cybersecurity solutions. Here at Ingram Micro, you have access to a robust portfolio of desktops, notebooks, and components from industry-leading manufacturers like Acer, AMD, Apple, Dell, and that's just to name a few. And the shift towards remote and telecommuting has significantly increased the demand for laptops as companies and individuals, they're looking to maintain productivity outside of the traditional office environment. Our peripherals and accessories. The PC accessory market, it's sized at about $27.5 billion in 2024, and it's expected to reach $48.9 billion by 2029, and that's a growth of about 12.1% during the forecast period of 2024 to 2029. Expanding your offerings with accessories and peripheral add-ons is an effective strategy to increase profit margins. By providing customers with complementary products like keyboards, mice, external storage, and other accessories, it enhances the functionality of the core product, and you create an additional revenue stream and also improve customer satisfaction. Ingram Micro provides you with access to a diverse portfolio of peripheral and accessories from industry-leading manufacturers like Belkin, Logitech, Jabra, Targus, and that's just to name a few. Our printer and office equipment. Your employees no longer need to be physically present near the office printer to print documents. With cloud integration, your employees can send your important documents by processing print jobs from home. They can also print and retrieve those documents the next day to save time. The printer market size was valued at about $45.2 billion in 2019, and it is poised to grow from $47.5 billion in 2023 to $74.1 billion by 2031. And that's growing at an annual rate of 5% in the forecast period from 2024 to 2031. The global printer market is classified based on printer type, technology type, printer interface, output type, end user application, and the region. So based on the printer type, the categories include standalone and multifunctional. The standalone section is projected to advance at about 5.1%, and they hold the largest share. Multifunction printers are growing in popularity, although many enterprises still prefer a standalone printer. Ingram Micro resources, starting with our sales team. Our sales team is known for their expertise in the technology distribution space. These teams are often divided into specialized units to cater to different markets, products, and customer needs. Through this structure, Ingram Micro sales teams effectively bridge the gap between the technology providers and the resellers, ensuring that clients receive the right solution, resources, and the support to grow their business. Then we have our vendor specialist team. Our vendor specialists are key members of the organization's sales and support structures. They serve as liaisons between Ingram Micro and its numerous technology vendors. These specialists play a pivotal role in managing relationships with major tech manufacturers, helping drive sales and enable Ingram Micro's resellers and partners to better understand and sell the products offered by each vendor. Then we have our solution design and services, which is our pre-sale support team. The Ingram Micro's pre-sale support team is a crucial reseller a crucial advantage for resellers, also for managed service providers and other channel partners. They offer expertise and guidance in the early stage of the sales process to ensure that customers receive a tailored, effective solution. This team consists of knowledgeable professionals who specialize in different technology areas, and they work closely with the partners to design, configure, and recommend the right products and solutions for their end customers. Then we have our licensing team. Ingram Micro's licensing team specializes in helping resellers, managed service providers, and other channel partners navigate the complexity of software licensing. Licensing can often be challenging because, certain vendors, they have unique licensing models that vary based on factors such as user count, usage type, and deployment method, whether it be on-prem or cloud. The licensing team at Ingram Micro provides guidance, support, and expertise to ensure that partners can offer the best licensing solution to their customers. Ingram Micro services portfolio. Now, there is an extensive list of services that fall under our services portfolio, but I will just touch on a few. Express warehousing. Express warehousing, you can let our advanced logistics centers be an extension of your business with warehousing available in California, Illinois, and Texas. Meaning if you have a large project that's coming up, or your customer has a large project that's coming up, and they have nowhere to store all the product for a rollout, for example, you can use our warehouse to store the product for a fee, and you have your dedicated space within the warehouse for that product, and then you can draw out according to the deployment schedule. So that is a great service that we provide. We also have various financial solutions. We offer flexible financing solutions, such as technology as a service. We have traditional end user financing. We have manufacturing financing. We also have lockbox solutions. And basically, we can get very creative with solutions that best fit your needs. And we have our deployment services. Our deployment services uses a nationwide network of technicians. We can assist our partners with responding to their customer project requirements, regardless of the skill set, location, platform, manufacturer, or industry. Ingram Micro will provide a scalable, rapidly deployable workforce at multiple locations with a single point for project management. And these are just a few of the services that we offer. Ingram Micro Xvantage. Ingram Micro's Xvantage Platform is a comprehensive AI-driven digital experience platform designed to streamline and enhance the way partners interact with Ingram Micro's vast catalog of products, services, and solutions. This was launched as part of Ingram's digital transformation efforts. Xvantage aims to simplify the complex world of technology distribution, enabling resellers, vendors, and other channel partners to easily access resources, manage transactions, and grow their business. Xvantage is a platform that reduces hours to minutes, an intelligent digital platform built for the IT ecosystem where you can discover, learn, purchase, and manage technology and cloud solutions in one single pane of glass. Xvantage significantly reduces order and transactional complexity and time to market so you can focus on your customer. Example being, traditionally, customer would send in an order, and we have many customers. So your order may take an hour, 2 hours, maybe even 3 hours before it's entered into the system. But through Xvantage, you can place that same order within minutes. So it definitely helps you be more efficient. With Xvantage, you're moving from many interaction points to one. You can perform your daily transaction through a single pane of glass. Transactions such as orders, order status and tracking, quotes, returns, and so much more. Xvantage will help you do more by streamlining business operations so you can spend more time creating a better experience for your customers. Xvantage will also help you sell more by reducing time to market and deliver a full range of offerings to your customers when they need them. And then Xvantage will also help you grow more by quickly adapting to market changes and staying ahead of the competition. With Xvantage, you can literally future-proof your business, increase revenue, and quickly adapt to market changes. Here's a few quotes of what our partners are saying about Xvantage. I'll just read one from one of our partners. I'm looking forward to being able to not only collaborate, but also to be able to get our quotes, deals registered, and all of that under one platform. I think it's going to be amazing. So these are some of the responses that we're getting from customers as it pertains to our Xvantage platform. I'm going to turn it now over to AJ to talk about Ingram Micro Public Sector.
Thank you very much. Once again, my name is AJ and I represent Ingram Micro Public Sector here. I'm one of the senior program managers. If we flip to the next slide, I can start diving in. So what does that footprint look like? Well, currently the public sector marketplace is $250 billion annually. That can stretch from federal to higher ed. They say within the ecosystem, when the government's in good times, they spend money, and then when they're in bad times, they print and spend even more. So the opportunity here is very, very lucrative, especially in the federal space. You can see how that's all broken down here, right down to how many students it represents in the higher ed category. And all of this information is public knowledge. So if you ever wanted to take a look online, you can find all these facts out based on a granular level as well. Next. So this is how digitally the public sector is forming. As you can see here, it's everything from cloud services to data centers, as well as artificial intelligence. You're going to find that the public sector marketplace is starting to modernize out of old systems. So the refresh rate is going to be extremely high, as well as what we saw in the COVID pandemic. A lot of that business is going to be reoccurring into new technologies. And once again, that opportunity is very, very large. Building relationships is going to be the best way to leverage that. In the next slide, you'll see here how we support our missions. So Ingram Micro, from the public sector level, our goal is to be not only the #1 trusted distie for our partners, vendors, and even our end users. When the end users are happy, that all bubbles up to that, and that usually turns into more business. We cover anything from contract management, which is different contracts that we hold. GSA schedules, Omnia, and NCPA are probably some of the most popular one. We offer different services such as discounts, different sources of supply. We follow our compliances with DPAS and any type of federal document that needs to be processed. Throughout that, we also have contract support, risk supply chain management, and diversity opportunities that really, really help our partners dive into the public sector. As you can see down there, we have a bunch of different resources, everything for our marketing. We have third-party resources that give us a granular look, not only into the federal space, but the SLED space through education. And from there, we always have dedicated teams as well for you folks to participate in them. The Trust X groups, we have one for federal and SLED, and those are combining partners that work in an ecosystem where they help and share different insights and opportunities within the channel. We can take a look at the next slide. Here are some direct contracts that we actually support here in Ingram, like I discussed further. Some of these contracts you can participate in. GSA, you'd have to own your own schedule. However, Omnia, NCPA are probably the most leveraged here by our partners and offer a broad catalog of different vendors. We could flip to the next slide, please. So onboarding with them, this is where you can find the different line cards for Ingram Micro, where to go, and etc. And I believe that's it for me today. Did we have any questions about the public sector side? I'm really passionate about what I do, and I tend to talk a little fast.
I don't see anything on the Q&A right now, AJ.
Maybe Jim Cope? If I said your last name wrong, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, you got it right. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So my company participates with the federal government for a long, long time. We currently have a FISI OS4 contract, but we are in the next few months, we want to be proactive with expanding into the IT supply side of things in a little more purposeful way. So we currently carry the stuff that crosses over with office products, you know, the Kensington stuff, you know, the keyboards, mice, cameras, occasional printer here and there. But we want to get a lot more focused with that. So we're not ready to move today, but in, you know, I don't know if it's going to be 2, 3, 4 months time frame. We're going to want to move forward. What's the easiest way for me to get started with you guys? Where's the starting point?
Absolutely. You can reach out to myself, and the least I can do, I'm under promise over deliver. The least I can do is point you in the right direction. I know you mentioned HP and a bunch of different vendors. Those are all relationships that I hold internally. So if we need to make an introduction, not only to the Ingram contact inside, but maybe bring in whoever may be the PBM on the HP side to help get insight. But our teams are really, really awesome. Where if we put you in front of them, you're able to answer the questions, or they're able to answer your questions, and it ends up being a productive conversation. So to answer your question, you can reach out to me, and I'll help traffic control that.
Okay, that'd be perfect. Are you going to provide your contact info?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And Jim, do you currently have an account with Ingram Micro?
I believe we do. We probably don't use it a whole lot, just simply because we have other vendors that are more on the supply side, and you know, the vendors we're used to dealing with regularly are easier. But I believe we have an account. I believe we used your online ordering platform. But it, you know, our use of you guys would be pretty occasional up till now. But we're, you know, again, like I said before, we want to get serious about it and really expand. And our current partners aren't, you know, as robust in their supplies or their knowledge as, you know, you guys are. So that's why we're looking to.
So the first thing we would want to do is make sure, you know, confirm the account, make sure it's still active, and then we can go from there.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. All right.
And if that includes any of your counterparts, please include them. I'd love to help out. I know, did you know if you folks have a PB? I know you mentioned HP, and I spent quite a bit of time on that team. Do you guys have a PBM or anything that you're able to work with, or a contact over there?
We're currently part of the HP Big Deal program for office supplies for Toner Inc.
Fantastic. That's half the battle, is if you can get a big deal, because it makes you so competitive in that space. I found working close with those PBMs really help you get engaged. However, I do know that our teams are pretty aggressive when it comes to things that have big deals on it, because those are already sorted out at HP side. But once again, reach out to us, especially if you have a question for a vendor or anything like that, and we can help further that conversation in a positive, productive direction.
Okay, great. Sounds good.
That was a good one.
Any other
Okay,
questions?
I have 2 questions for you here off the Q&A. First, do you have a list of the licensing vendors, people that will provide training and guidance on how to get licensed for their product lines?
Absolutely. Unless Shannon, unless you want to take this, I don't want to talk too much.
Anyway. Yeah,
Awesome.
no. We do have a list of all of the vendors that are part of our licensing group. I think it's because we added a few, so it is up to date, but we do have an updated list. I can get that to you, Mike.
Yeah, if you share that, then I'll post it with the recording so that the attendees can get a look at that. And the other question is, does Ingram Micro offer e-commerce support to help dealers load transactional products on their website? I think just getting at the fact, a lot of the things you talked about, laptops, peripherals, printers, are things that a lot of dealers and on the office product side, customers won't know they carry. But if they're able to post them on their website, you know, that will go a long way to driving sales for them and for Ingram Micro, I think.
Yeah, so you want to take it, AJ?
No, go right ahead. Go right ahead.
So there is a couple of ways you can do that. We do have an e-commerce group that can help you with an FTP file of our product catalog, and it can also be accomplished via API. We offer API where you can link into Ingram's system and you can get access. You can have all of their product catalogs downloaded. You can also do quoting through the API. You can also do some ordering through API. So that would be a conversation either with our API team or e-commerce, depending on which way the customer wanted to go.
Sounds like that might be a good subject to focus on as part of our next presentation from you guys.
Okay.
Okay, good. Well, I don't see anything else. Oh, wait a minute. We have one more here.
I just
Oh,
meant to drop my info in the chat.
All right, very good. Okay, great. Well, that's all we have for today. I thank you both very much. It was very interesting. You covered a lot of important topics and you shared a lot of big numbers that I hope our attendees are paying attention to, because office products isn't growing and obviously technology is. So we certainly want to be a part of that. But thank you all very much. We will be posting something probably in the next month or so in terms of a schedule for our next presentation from Ingram. And thank you again, Shannon and AJ, and everybody have a good rest of your day.
All right. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Enjoy the weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.